Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 65, 65, slam.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go,
Caught left side by Cobb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be
10 at the 20-yard line.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Ready. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
Ready, ready. 50, plant. I got you, pop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Manning, that's complete left side to Shepard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Shotgun now for Manning. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, 10 Lobo. Watch my 4. Come on, come on. Ready, ready.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Jones. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Tate, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Check back. Get it.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
On the double. You draw quarter.
They'll go option to the short side. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Antoine Woods in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 230.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And who's got it? The Giants.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
I know our vantage point might be a little better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And an alley to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Coming in to sack him, Dominique Easley.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And on the left side, he's got Witten. So that one will be accepted.
Single, slot.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Silver. Man left. Even. 4 down. Even.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
On the set. Right there. 54 miles. Bring it. Big grip.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. There goes Sterling Shepard. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 99 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs, and how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this open. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run with Elliott. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
Fourth down and less than a yard.
No, there goes 4-8. 52 right here. 52. We got to get the ball, D.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. On the left side, Gallup's got it. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Single. 47. 82. Watch 82. He likes that. Watch 82. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Final play of the half. Prescott on the RPO. Prescott's going to keep it himself. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is John. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Down. Topper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Saquon Barkley. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds them to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 10th carry now for Elliott. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And his pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kid 21. Single.
Throw left side complete. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 29-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And incomplete.
Let's go, fellas. Here we go, here we go. All right, hey. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. All right, hey.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete to Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Check, Mike.
At their 49-yard line.
Too little, got hit. Defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. So they start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, the spin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Completes it right side to Cooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. We're going to 52. 52 right here. 52. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
They go to Elliott again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. On first down, it's Elliott, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This is Elliott, and this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Moore is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. It's brought in left side by Tate. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Here's a give to Barkley. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A handoff to Barkley. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Gallman will run it, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They're running it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. Come on, work. We want it. Come on.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. 55. Ryan.
And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down.
Here we go.
This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On third down, Barkley, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you.